to make the video until after I got there, or should I have waited to drop the video until after I was in Detroit? Probably. I probably should have. But in my eyes, that's how I was trying to play it. This is how I feel about the car. I'm at the event. Either I feel the same way, or it's kind of different. It's like I said, I don't do social media to make money. If I make money, that's awesome. But I'm never going to sell my soul to make money online for social media. I'm never going to sell my soul for likes on Instagram.
Drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Bears headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came and were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out, Dave.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded, it's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
He'll pull it down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Here's Arts to throw. Pulls it. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They go play action with Lagway. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, that is exactly the opposite of what this offense talked about. They talked about staying ahead of the chains with us in meetings and making sure they stay on schedule. And the first play, not very good protection, a big loss, and now immediately, Palmer, in a predictable passing situation.
That is such a gut punch for the offense, especially the play caller, because you know it, David. He's already scripted the first 10 plays. They've been practicing those all week long. You take a sack on the opening play, it completely blows up your script. That's a great job by the defense, sending a very clear message. You got to block us, and right now you can't do it.
Flagway wants to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, you talk about starting a game in style. You dream about getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. How about this? Back-to-back sacks for that young man on 2 plays. That is a dream start.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. Third down coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Making his first move. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He's changing the play. To throw, Manning. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Past the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's Manning to throw. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it way down the field. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. There he goes. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Manning. Look out. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Long way to go on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Right side, it's Smothers. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They'll run it. It's Smothers. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Arch Madness. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And guys, they bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Searching for space. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Hits inside, it's Smothers. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Townsend. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sets his feet, it's Manning. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Scanning the field. It's Manning. They're all over it. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Throwing, Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. They get to him as he throws. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lagway to the air again. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Smothers. He's got enough. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 21 team, the Maryland Terrapins.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Play fake Lagway. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Hits the crease. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Smothers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now set.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Manning. Moving out to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. It's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. RPO complete. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Uh-oh, look out. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's Arts to throw. Fires to the middle. Has it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Run in the red zone. It's Smothers. Touchdown, Texas. That one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, checking in from the Longhorn sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd and long here.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Driving forward, it's Morris. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears!
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Finds his big tight end. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Flagway. Rush right in his face. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. They make this look ridiculously easy.
And it's because you've done it so much together. You start to build a trust with your quarterback, and that quarterback knows, I'm going to create some space near that sideline. You throw it where I can get it. I'll go up and make the catch on that fade route.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Right side, it's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Manning to throw. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Makes the grab in their space. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smothers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch. He makes 90. Times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Manning fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw it. Under pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn. They move on top here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Straight ahead, it's Beal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here.
Well, this running back
going for it all. Upstairs, he's got it.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Rides the option. He keeps it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. And the Bears want to move quickly.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Powers inside. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Here's Lagway to pass. Right side, it's Porter. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Run ends there.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job by the defense there on that RPO play on 3rd down. They didn't bite on the run fake. They were anticipating the offense throwing the football, so they laid back, made the tackle, and now they set up 4th down.
He makes a grab. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Flagway wants to throw. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bears! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
They're working against the clock. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 12.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Making the adjustment. To the air, it's Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throws it back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Throwing, Lagway. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Collier. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Lagway on the play action. Quickly to the tight end. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. He'll try the left side. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.